Hey guys, this is Tara with Kittens, Weights, and Tarot, and I am so honored and excited to do a book review for my best friend, Steph. You guys know that I always talk about her. She's my cosmic sis. She's out in Belgium, and one day I hope that we could live near each other and we could just like grow old as besties, like full evs. So I remember when she was working on this book, and I remember her talking about all the different prompts that she was doing, and then I was able to actually do like the run through of like the spell check and grammar check, within the book. So I am quite familiar with this since I've had to read through it several times, just kind of making sure that everything fit together really well. But she did a fabulous job on this, and this is her very first book. I am so freaking proud of her. She has her first oracle deck that she did called the I Don't Care Oracle, and many of you guys have seen it before, but this is her very first book, and she is just a beautiful soul, and I am more than happy to share this with you guys, and you guys can find this on Amazon, and I'll put the link down below if you guys are interested. But first of all, let's just take a look at this cover and soak this in. This is called Challenges with Tarots and Oracles Around the World, a special edition by Steph Wilder. And we have this beautiful art that you see here on the cover, and we'll get into the artist in just a moment. But on the back here, says, I am happy to present to you this special edition filled with information, questions, and prompts. You can have fun with your cards whenever you want. She's all about not having too much structure. She just wants people to be able to utilize, your intuition, your cards, whatever it is, Lenormand or Oracle or, Tarot, whatever it is, to be able to create fun and joy within your life, but also to discover different things about yourself. And she's all about self-improvement. I know this because I talk to this girl like every other day, so and I've known her for a while, so this is like definitely, this book is a great reflection of her. It says, whether you choose a random day or a specific day, it's up to you. Like I said, she's not about too much structure. She wants you guys to be able to do something that feels right to you. This book will help you connect with your cards and enjoy playing with them in a new creative way. I wanted this book to be informative but fun. I hope you enjoy spending time with these prompts and your cards as much as I had fun creating this book. So have fun. Kisses and light, Steph. And it has a little bit about who Steph is on the back. And here she is, that is my bestie. And by the way, her friend Christoph is the one that took that picture. So I remember when they were out on a hike and she sent me several pictures, and this was one of them. It's actually one of my fave pictures of her. Just, with her little sunflowers and everything. That is her. She is just a ball of light, and she's been able to do what she can to place a lot of that light into this book. It has kind of that rose petal finish that a lot of people like on their tarot cards and their oracle cards is what you feel in this book. So it's definitely got that super soft finish here. Okay, so just opening it up. This is powered by Core Magic. Core Magic is run by Wasima from Wasi Magic, so Wasima Turin. She has her own YouTube channel. She has an Instagram, other social media outlets, and she's created so many different types of decks. But she's all about promoting other creators, whether they create books or tarot cards or, courses for tapping into your higher self or source energy. Like her whole mission is to help others shine their light so that we can have a better world. So Wasima is also a fabulous creatrix. If you guys want to look her up as well. Okay, so there is an intention introduction here. So this is, my friend Steph, is a little witchy as well. So this is like her intention. This is why she created this book, for you guys, and, and ways that you could use it. But remember, she likes to be a little bit more loose. Like you can do these prompts however you want. But she thought it would be really fun. Okay, so let me talk a little bit about the prompts here. So she goes month by month, and she tried to find like quote unquote holidays that we don't normally recognize, kind of around the world. And from these like kind of odd holidays trying to create prompts from those holidays. So you don't have to like wait for January 1st. Like she said, you don't have to like do this book from beginning to end and having to wait, for a particular day to do a particular prompt. But like here for January 1st, it says World Peace Day. Normally we think about it as, New Year's Day. But it says World Peace Day. It was the Catholic Church that established the celebration back in 1968. Okay, so you get a little bit of like, trivia knowledge, which is cool. But she's created these prompts from them. And so even if you don't own a tarot deck or an oracle deck, I say you could still do these prompts. You can go into meditation and you can, ask your higher self for information on this and journal. Like journaling is great because you get to kind of reflect back on where you were, a year ago, 5 years ago, 20 years ago, and see how that exact same prompt relates to you today, because we're always growing and transforming. And so this is great for being able to go back and forth and reflect. So I would say that this is more than just a 1 year book. This doesn't end, from January 1st to December 31st. You can go back time and time again, even with these same prompts. Like let's say I want to do this prompt today and I want to try this prompt again like next week. Has my mindset changed with the new information that's come in, as I use my tarot and oracle cards or I sit in meditation? So really good for journaling, really good for tapping into different aspects of yourself, seeing the world a little bit differently. So there's unique questions. So there was one thing that she was talking to me about, which was like, every time she's on, Instagram or even Facebook, and she finds people doing like different spreads. People are always creating different spreads, different prompts. And she goes, it seems like the same type of questions over and over again, just kind of reworded just a bit. And so her whole purpose in creating this book was to create prompts that maybe we haven't asked before, questions we haven't asked ourselves before, so that we can get another perspective, and she's all about, self-development, growing, as a human being here on this planet. So let's say we go to International Day of Slowness. Maybe that's for me because some people call me the sloth. The origin of this day is Quebecois and dates back to 2001. This day invites us to slow down and take our time. So the question, in what area should I slow down at this moment? And we could probably ask ourselves this every single day, so this is wonderful. She has little like bonus questions in here. It says, yes, another bonus. World Contraception Day. Ooh, this is interesting. I remember reading this one. Remember, I've had to look through all these questions before, and they're really cool. The goal of this day is to reduce the number of unwanted pregnancies worldwide. This day is aimed primarily at the youngest. A quarter of young people aged 15 to 24 have their first sexual relationship without contraception. Each year, 80 million unintended pregnancies are reported to result in abortions in precarious conditions of hygiene and safety. Quote-unquote developed countries are equally affected by this scourge, with half of pregnancies reportedly accidental. So the question here, do I really want to conceive a baby? Why? How would this impact my life? Does social pressure drive me to have a child, and how? So there's questions in here that might be uncomfortable for people. Some people don't feel comfortable talking about their sexuality, about pregnancy, and things like that. And this is really good to look into. I mean, especially if you're a sexually active human, then you need to think about the possibility that there could be a pregnancy. And so this is great to look into. So it's not just a whole lot of fluff, of like, oh, what is the best way to brighten my day today? But like, let's look at some real things that are going on around the world, and some things that could actually happen in our life. And like, let's look into it. How do you feel about it? What shadows are coming up for you? And Steph is really good with that. In her very gentle, like bright way, she just has a way of having people see things that maybe we don't want to talk about, maybe we don't want to see, but you don't feel put on the spot really. You feel like, okay, I'm in the comfort of my own home. I can pull some cards and like, what do I really feel about this? Like we have World Kindness Day, World Tsunami Awareness Day. Like who's doing prompts about tsunamis? Like only my best friend, really. But it's something that happens, really, you know? So it says tsunamis, although rare, are among the most devastating natural disasters in the world. Coastal communities are the most vulnerable. The most catastrophic of the tsunamis was in 2004 in Indonesia. His power was such that he lifted the earth, bringing forth a devastating wave. Dozens of villages have been wiped off of the card. The power of the shaking even displaced the island. So kind of thinking of the tower card here. Questions: what do I do in the face of a tsunami? What area of life represents a tsunami and why? So it's like just really, really interesting questions in ways that, you know, I haven't seen anybody come up with before. So, but yeah, that's basically how the whole book goes through. It's like unique days that we didn't even know were holidays. And really, really interesting questions that really do deal with real life. So she gives her thanks in the back, you know, to Wasima, and look, there's me. So yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, you know, so when I got a copy of this, I was like, oh, thank you. And of course I was like, I am more than happy to do a review of this. But she has a list of the sources that were used in this book. Again, more about her and her collaboration with Wasima, and then other books that you can find like from Wasima, you know, on the Amazons. And then in the back is the table of contents. You know, if you wanted to look up a particular month, but the reason Steph kind of placed this in the back is because she wants you to be able to go with where, you know, what feels right to you, not having to go with a structure of like table of contents, like I must start with this and I must end with this, you know, like you can go to the back, and if you want to decide you want to do a particular month, you can do that. But she wants you to be able to just kind of find your own way with all of these prompts. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. You know, even if Steph wasn't my best friend, I would still love doing a review of this book because it's just, it's fabulous. And oh yeah, let me go back here because I wanted to talk about, I forgot I was going to tell you guys about the artwork. So the book cover work is by Evgenia Veleskova. And she did the artwork for the Nest of Light Oracle from that was created by Wasima. So you might be like, oh, I've seen that artwork before, and that's because it came from the Nest of Light Oracle. But of course, this artist has done, you know, artwork for various other things before. So, oh wow, I just realized my name is there too. Very cool. So yeah, so created in 2021. Like this is it. This is just came out. This is her very first book. And the reason she needed, you know, revision from the both of us is because her first language is French. But you know, her English is really good. In fact, even better than native born English speakers, I think, you know. But anyway, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you're interested in this book, like I said, you can find it on Amazon. I'll put the link down below. Thank you, my best friend, my cosmic sis, Steph. I love you so much. I love you to the moon and back, and to several other moons and back. Thank you so much for sending me your book. It's gorgeous, just like you. And yeah, I hope that many other people can you know, find this so they can enjoy all the beautiful prompts and all the light that you've placed into this. So let me know if you guys have any comments or questions about this book. Let me know if you've already received it. Let me know your thoughts on this. But yeah, that's it from me, spiritual homies. If you dug this review video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to click subscribe, and don't forget to click that ding 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 notification bell for more videos just like this. I will put the links down below also for Steph's social media, and she also has a YouTube channel, Journal de Femme Moderne et Spiritual Steph. So definitely check her out. She does her like Happy Monday, you know, videos, and you know, lots of other, like, she's always just trying to bring people together, really, on her channel and in her social media. So definitely go check her out. She's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful soul. And hey, if you would like to grab a reading from me, head over to www.kittenswaitsandtarot.com. I have a lot of different types of readings. I even have my Rainbow Bridge readings where I connect to your furry, feathery, scaly loved ones on the other side of the Rainbow Bridge to bring you messages. But I also create room and body sprays. I have salves, so you can definitely check those out. But if you're looking for things a little more on the witchy side, head over to Desert Cauldron. It's a shop run by myself and James from Light of Riga, who is like the crystal dude. But we have a lot of witchy tools that are unique and one of a kind for everybody's unique, one of a kind magical practice. So definitely check it out. We have lots of new things there. We actually have a lot of cool crystals and things like that. This one is not in our shop, but I just felt like it would be really good for our review, just like some of the energy. So I have my beautiful ginormous Herkimer diamond here. But over here we have some purple fluorite, so we have a lot of that in our shop, and spell bottles, and you know, just things that you won't be able to find anywhere else, because we feel that everybody's practice is unique, and we want you to be able to feel like the things that you find there are special, you know, and made just for you. So definitely go check it out. Come dance in the desert with us. Find us on Instagram as well at desert.cauldron. And yeah, so that's it for me, spiritual homies. All my other links are down below for my newsletter that comes out once a month. It's a witchy newsletter. I have my Leon Mystery School where I teach Mayan astrology, but there's other cool subjects there if you guys are interested. I have my Patreon stuff where I have special live chats and readings and things like that for you guys. And yeah, so I will catch you spiritual homies later. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out.